So putting together, slides is kind of second nature to me. It seems like that's all I do for work. So apologies for another PowerPoint presentation. But I'm a Des Moines native, born and raised, grew up in Urbandale. My mom still lives in the same house that I grew up in, just down the street. Brother and family are all kind of from the Des Moines area as well. Went to Luther College, studied molecular biology and computer science, got my master's in human computer interaction from Iowa State and an MBA from Iowa. I too have a private pilot's license. It's something that I started after undergrad and something I've really enjoyed too. I don't fly as much as I used to anymore, but it's definitely a passion of mine and something that I want to get back into, now that income's a little bit more disposable than it was when I was in college. From a hobby standpoint, I love to travel. I work to travel. I work to enjoy, fine food and wine from around the world. I'm also a hobbyist beekeeper. So I have beehives in my backyard and love to give out honey and talk about bees quite frequently. From a work experience standpoint, I work for Athene. I am a technologist, mostly a software developer. I got my start in scientific application programming. I did laboratory automation for Pioneer, and that kind of led into human-centered design, where I was the lead on the Come and Go and Rewards app. So if you've been to a Come and Go and you got the and Rewards app on your phone, that was my creation from start to finish. Skills and expertise, again, very technical in nature, lots of kind of certifications in various kind of aspects. As we start talking through, my career progression, I got into leadership early on as a lifeguard and a swim coach at Hyperion Country Club. It may seem kind of small world, to talk about your high school job, but it was something that I really enjoyed and something that did, introduce me to leadership at a young age. Coming out of college, started as a software engineer at Pioneer. I learned what I liked, from a manager, and I was able to meet some managers that really kind of meant a lot to me and really started to establish the way that I would lead going on in my career. First formal leadership opportunity happened at Wells Fargo. I think everybody at Wells Fargo is a vice president, but it was still kind of nice to have a chance to lead a team of engineers. I spent a small amount of time at Wells and moved on to Come and Go because of the opportunity to lead the and Rewards kind of rollout. That was a fun chance to release and to be directly responsible for software and systems that are used by over 1 million people. Once I was done at Come and Go, I got a chance to kind of become a leader of leaders at Athene, where I'm now kind of a vice president with ownership over a department of engineers. So I have up to 40 to 50 people reporting me, depending on the projects coming through. As we talk through hobbies, Athene likes to work kind of in a globally distributed model. So I get to travel to India quite often. And so it's always kind of something I look forward to, where I'll go spend an extended amount of time overseas, up to 2 months at a time. Haven't had a chance to do that because of COVID, but I look forward to being able to go back. I like all things airplanes. The dream is to own an Otter someday and to be a float plane captain up in Canada, and just ferry people to fishing all around, because fishing is another hobby of mine. As I said, I'm a hobbyist beekeeper. So here's my beehives that were in the back of my yard this year, and the honey that we were able to pull out of the hives was, some of the best looking honey that we've seen in a while. If the state fair was going on, I think I would have got a blue ribbon for some of this honeycomb. And then, wine and travel. The interesting picture here is the bottom right. We were in Paris 2 years ago when the Notre Dame caught on fire. And so that's the picture of Notre Dame, kind of on fire. We were there two hours beforehand, and we like to joke that my dad didn't need to light the candle that he lit in Notre Dame. So that's my time to shine.